you guys? It's Kat. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm sharing with y'all 13 different ways that you can stay awake when you're feeling tired if you woke up early. And I actually got this video idea from one of y'all. So on one of my recent videos about how to wake up early, I got a comment from Jason that said, it's not the waking up, it's staying awake all day. Combination of things that I actually do myself to make myself feel awake. And then I also did some research to get some more ideas to help y'all out and help myself out because I kind of need it this week. Okay, idea number one is to spray or splash some cold water on your face. Now, you could go take a cold shower. That'll definitely wake you up, but I'm gonna be realistic. That's not something that I would do. So obviously you could just go to the bathroom and splash some water on your face. But if you have makeup on, you don't wanna get it in your hair, that can be, you know, not always the best. So if you have some sort of a little spray bottle that's just like mist and it's not gonna be like a huge surge of water all over your face to make your mascara run. I have this little rose bottle that I can use, but also if you just have a settings, like a makeup setting spray, even if you already set your makeup, it's going to give that same effect of like a little spritz of mist, cool mist on your face to wake you up without ruining your makeup or making your mascara run. Number two, grab your phone, grab your computer, play some sort of upbeat song. Music has such an intense power on your mood. You know, if you want to be sad, play sad music. If you want to be happy, play happy music. If you want to be, you know, motivated, put on like inspirational music. And if you want to feel awake, put up upbeat music and it's gonna transfer those upbeat, I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that, but just play upbeat music. It'll make you feel more awake. I don't know why, but that song Up, 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 I don't know if it's just called Up or Up, Up, Up by Shania Twain. I'll have it linked in the description. Love that song. Used to be one of my favorites when I was younger. And there's something about that song that just makes me feel so energized and empowered. Pretty simple one, but get some fresh air, whether that is opening your window or stepping outside. You don't have to do anything crazy, literally just step outside, let the fresh air kind of go through your body, open a window if you have one in your office. Especially now we're getting into those warmer months, so get some fresh air in your system and it will make you feel more awake. Next up, if you can, take a 10-minute walk. This doesn't even have to be outside. Definitely a bonus if it's outside, but the benefit of taking it... Are you tired? I think you need this video, but you don't because you could just nap all day. You don't really have to be awake for anything. When you go for a quick walk, whether it's up and down the staircase a few times or you do go around the block or you literally just walk back and forth in your apartment 10, 20 times, anything like that that really gets your body moving is pumping more oxygen throughout your body and in turn is going to make you feel more awake. You okay? To kind of follow up with the same idea, but if you don't want to go for a walk, you don't have the time to go for a walk, you don't have anywhere to go walk. Another thing you can do to get more oxygen into your body is, and this is going to sound so like really simple, but deep breaths. Through a lot of my research, I saw that when your body yawns, it's actually trying to get more oxygen to your lungs because that's going to help you feel more awake. Taking super deep breaths, maybe even hold it for a couple seconds. Obviously, I'm not holding it right now because I'm talking, but hold for a couple seconds and then let it out. Do that like 5 or 6 times. You can do that while you're sitting at your desk. The next two ideas, the first one, you can most likely do if you're at home. The second one, whether you're in school, you're in class, you can do this as well, kind of like variation of this first tip, and that is very simple, but take a 20-minute nap. Studies have shown that a 20-minute nap is the perfect amount of time to recharge yourself, refresh yourself. When I do this, I like to set my alarm for 25 minutes just so I give myself 5 minutes to kind of like fall into sleep. Make sure you set your alarm for no longer than 25 to 30 minutes. That way you give yourself time to actually fall asleep, but you're not oversleeping, because if you sleep for too long, that's going to make your body feel even more groggy and tired. However, I know if you're at school or you're at work, you can't really just go take a 25-minute nap. It's not going to work like that. So what I recommend, and this is something I have done plenty of times throughout high school, college, and work when I was working in the office full-time for 2 years. Take your phone, set an alarm for like you know, you don't want to do this for too long, no more than like 5 to 10 minutes. Go in the bathroom stall, sit down, and just like put your head in your hands, close your eyes, and let yourself sleep for a few minutes. I never really legitimately fell asleep when I would do this, but just the act of sitting in the stall, I know nobody's around me. I could just sit there, relax, close my eyes. I have the alarm on my phone, so I know I'm not like gonna legitimately fall asleep. And if you don't want it to be like a beep, beep, beep alarm in case somebody else comes in the bathroom, you can always set your phone to vibrate and then just like hold it in your hand so that you'll be woken up as soon as that alarm goes off. But this helped me so many times when I was at my desk and I literally felt like I couldn't keep my eyes open. And go to the bathroom, 5-10 minutes, come back, and you'll feel so much more refreshed. And this next one I think is so crucial, and it's not something you should feel bad about, because sometimes you don't necessarily need sleep, because sometimes when you're feeling tired, it could also be that you're just mentally tired. Like maybe you don't need a full-on nap, but giving yourself a 10 to 20 minute break to do whatever you want and not feel guilty about it. Set a timer on your phone, step away from your work, step away from your homework, whatever it is that you're doing, and give yourself time to just relax. Maybe it's reading a book, like I said, watching YouTube, going on TikTok, going on Instagram, whatever it is. It's important to give yourself those breaks, those mental breaks when you need them, because yes, being physically tired is very difficult to work through, but it's also really difficult to stay focused and produce quality work if you're mentally drained and you need a mental break. So don't skip out on those either. Do some in-place cardio. This could be jumping jacks, it could be running in place, it could be high knees, it could be skipping in place for literally just 1 minute. We actually did this in, I think it was like one of my trying 5 new habits in the morning, and one of the habits was to do some kind of quick 1 minute cardio right when you wake up. And that literally woke me up so quickly when I did that in that video, and I was like, throughout the day, it would be the same exact thing. You set a timer on your phone, do a quick 1 minute sprint. You don't stop until that timer is off. And I guarantee you, you're going to have another burst of energy. When you start, it's going to suck. Like, I'm just going to be totally honest. And maybe there are going to be times where like throughout the whole minute, you're like, this sucks. But 9 times out of 10, when I do this, by like the 20-second mark, I start actually getting into it. You can play an upbeat song, kind of combine some of the tips, and you just kind of like dance around. And this also releases endorphins, because obviously working out releases endorphins. Endorphins make you happy, so you're just gonna feel all together in a better mood by doing this. I didn't even put this as a tip because that would just be dumb for me to put drink coffee as a tip. But if you do drink coffee, have a cup of coffee, you may need it. But drinking water, make it a fun glass of water. I don't know what it is about fruit infused water, but it always just makes me so happy. And when I feel happy, I feel more awake. So this is strawberry and cucumber fruit infused water. So delicious. And things like cucumber, mint, lemon, very light, like orange, citrusy fruits are, I don't know, just in general, they feel very fresh to me, and like I associate that freshness with energy. So when I smell it or I taste it, it immediately makes me feel a little bit more awake. But there are a handful of foods that are really good to eat when you're tired and you need more energy. And I'll leave an article linked below where it goes into like a whole bunch of different options, but things like apples, bananas, oatmeal, yogurt, nuts, peanut butter. These are all different foods that have really good nutrients that are going to help you feel more refreshed and that are going to help you feel more energized. High protein foods, making a protein shake is a great option. Like a green smoothie with some protein in there. That's a great option. I highly recommend staying away from like super processed sugary foods, because while that may give you some energy in the moment, it's not gonna last, and you're gonna crash again and then be right back to this list of different options, but you're gonna feel even more tired than you were before because now you had like a burst and then a drop down. I feel like I'm definitely not wording that right, but you know what I mean. And this is a fun one, I think. Maybe this, I remember in school we weren't allowed to do this. Let me know in the comments if you are in school still. Are you allowed to chew gum in class? We never were in high school, and then in college when I was allowed to, it was like, oh my God, this is so cool. I thought this was really interesting, but when you chew gum, it actually increases blood flow to your head, which in turn makes you feel more awake. So if you chew some gum, gonna make you feel more awake. I remember when I was still in the office, me and my friend would, if one of us would run out of gum, we'd always go down to like this little consignment shop they had in our building and get gum, because it just, I don't know. I mean, one, it was like a fun activity, I guess, midday, go get some gum. But two, it really does help you feel more awake when you're chewing gum. And after lunch, it's a good thing to have. Probably you've heard this one before, but it's so helpful, and that is get some sunlight, whether it's opening your blinds. I can't tell y'all how many times I'm sitting in here working at my home office and I'm kind of like, oh, I feel really drowsy. I don't know, I feel kind of tired. And then I realize I never opened my blinds. It's such a simple thing, but it's so easy to forget, especially if you have lamps on and you're not necessarily thinking open the blinds. So make it a habit of always letting natural light in if you can. And if it's dark out, you could try one of those sun lamps. I've seen so many people talk about these. You can have them by your desk and it basically mimics sunlight, and so it's going to give you those same type of sun vibes. If you watch until this part, comment rise and shine. We haven't done that as a comment in a long time. My mom used to always say rise and shine to me and my sisters when she would wake us up in the morning, and I would hate it because I'm like, Mom, I'm trying to sleep. But now I know I'm definitely gonna say it to my kids. I will have my entire How to Wake Up Early and Be a Morning Person playlist linked above me. And if you want a part 2 to this video where I share even more ways to feel more awake and wake yourself up during the day, let me know in the comments. And I love you all so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.